I was impressed. I was impressed, man. This last episode impressed me. This is the review for the season finale of Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. It's Mac the Guru. If this your first time here, make sure you subscribe. It was a lot in this episode, but I was impressed. First, I got to start off with Ra. She was on point for most of the episode. I'm talking about the actual character, the leadership. She was on point. She was on point all like throughout. She directing people, telling people where to go. When Kanan came back to her, she like gave him a sense of it's gonna be okay. That's what you gotta do when you the top person. Even if it's all hectic, even in the inside, it's hectic and you kind of panicking too. You got to keep everything together, and that's what she did. We're going to go through the whole episode and break down different things, but I just had to say that first. She kept it all the way together until she got to Lulu. Lulu Lulu did pulled the IV out his arm. He walking around like he half dead. He walking around like one leg longer than the other. I'm like, yo. This off the chain. But he make it to Ra. And when they had a conversation, right? And Lulu figure out, yo, you had Kanan shoot a cop. That's when he was like, nah, this off the chain, And he like, yo, I want to quit. I feel him. But, and remember, I made a video about Lulu and Ghost being very similar. They got vision to get out the game, but everybody around is wanting them to stay in, right? So it's a different dynamic because Tasha and Ghost was husband and wife, but Lulu and Ra, that's his big sister, but she wanted them to stay in. And when they had that conversation, it showed a lot. It showed her true colors. It showed her frustration, her panic. That's when she let it all out, right? If you go back and watch this episode, up until that point, she was cool, calm, and collected. When she got to talking to Lulu and he said, yo, you had your son shoot a cop. That's when she let all her frustration out, But she also let him know, boy, you ain't leaving. Because she need him. Let's keep it a buck. She need Lulu. She trusts Lulu a little bit more than Marvin, all that, so she definitely need Lulu. And then at the end, the very end, they show Ra up on the top of the building looking over the city. And man, we see how Kanan became Kanan because his mama is grimy. Like to have him shoot a cop, grimy, and we gonna go back to the top of the episode. But the other thing I gotta touch on before we do that is Kanan and Juke, man. I don't know how they got to the point where Kanan just shot Juke like it was nothing. I'm talking about at the first power. It's gonna be crazy just seeing they progression because something gotta happen. He gotta be scarred somewhere for him to just pop her. You know what I mean? Like something big gotta happen because they telling each other that they love each other, and Juke was there for him when he was in the room. And even when he was in the room, Kanan didn't fully understand what had happened. And Juke know him. See, and it's just like all these street dudes that's out here in real life. Like, they be out here being savages and stuff, but it's still people that know them, and could talk to them like how Juke talked to Kanan. Like, shut up, man. I know you scared. Like, stop it. He acting like he just kill a gorilla. You know what I mean? And she like, dude, stop. I know you, But he didn't fully grasp that and what his mama just had him do. Because you remember when him and Juke was in that room, he said to Juke, yo, my mom ain't Marvin. She got us. You know that. Juke looked back at him and was like, dude, she just had you shoot a cop. She don't got her. She don't got you. And Juke probably, I don't know if she about to go stay with Ra or what. We gon' cause she did go up in that room and Kanan gone, and I don't know if that was symbolizing her moving out of that crib with Marvin. I don't know. But yeah, Juke told him that. I'm like, this dude really don't get it yet. He a rookie. But that's okay because everybody got to be rookies at some point. Now, let's go back to the beginning where it all started, right? It picked right up where he didn't hit up Howard and he's standing over him. Now, he's supposed to hit him in the head to make sure he gone. He froze up. He panicked. I mean, this is his first time doing something like that. So, of course, he panicked. That's big time. What she asked him to do was big time, which I can't believe she asked Kanan, like thinking he was going to really go all the way through it. That's a lot to ask of somebody. And even Lulu, like, yo, when you had me hit that kid up, I wanted to get out then. It's a lot to ask people to just, knock people off up close. You know what I'm saying? Where you could really see it. When you just shooting at a bunch of people, you don't know who died, who got hit. It's just like you just shoot. But up close and personal like that, come on, man. That's something you live with for real, for real. So he couldn't do it, of course. He panicked, fall on the ground, leave blood on the scene, get seen by the junkie, but it worked out because the junkie didn't see nothing but the jacket, unique jacket, right? And then he went and got rid of the gun, but of course he couldn't hit him 3 times, hit him in the head. It's his first time. That's a lot. And then Scrap come pick him up. Ra at the church still, which it seemed like they got some church passes that she just, not with anymore. But Scrap pick him up. Scrap pick him up looking like Kano. He looking like Kano from Mortal Kombat. He got one eye and he got the slick Rick patch over his eye. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang. But they finally respect each other. They got each other respect. So I like that. And one thing I really noticed, Ra really trusts Scrap. First off, think about all the people that she had involved. All the people she called. That's Marvin, Lulu she would have had involved. Juke, Kanan, and then she did have to call Symphony at the end because, them 4 people was all doing something else. Or Marvin was locked up, But they all family. Scrap is the other person that she called and had there. And she really respect him because when she told him to do something else, he let her know, like, no, that ain't smart. I need to this the play we need to do. And she listened. She like, all right, go handle your business, stay off the street. And that's when I said, ooh, Scrap really got some juice. Goddamn, because Ra usually don't be listening to nobody. She just tell people what to do and everybody listen. So that's when I'm like, And then that's when Kanan and Scrap, they had their words. And also Scrap figured out that they hit a cop. Now speaking of Howard, man, he didn't survive, which I knew he would. I knew that they was gonna find out about the leukemia too. I knew like if he get hit up and had to go to the hospital, people gonna find out about the leukemia, and they did. Now he survived so far. What is he gonna say? Because he just woke up. He most likely gonna say I don't know, or act like he don't remember or didn't see the person. That's what I think he gonna do, but that's a whole nother season. So after we see that trailer, then we gonna know more. But he did survive. So that one shot that Kanan didn't shoot, because he hit him twice, but he didn't shoot that third shot that Ra told him to shoot, it made a difference. And that's what's gonna really come back to hunt Ra, right? We seen that Ra and did something super crooked. She did something super to ask your kid to hit a cop. That's big time crazy, right? So we seen Ra do that. That's gonna come back to bite her. It's already planted in Kanan's head that, yo, cause Jukebox put it in his head, like, yo, she just had you hit a cop, dude. So he gonna think on that. But once he figure out if Howard can get Kanan, and he figure out, yo, dude, I'm your dad, I was there to meet you to tell you, it's gonna hit the fan, dog. That's when Ra and Kanan gonna really, really have some issues. And not issues, he might not go back and argue with her or do nothing like that, but it's just something he gonna sit with. Like, man, my mama is really this grimy. Like, that's where they gonna have a bunch of issues that's gonna cause big problems. If Howard could just have a conversation with Kanan. Now, after that, we got Marvin stashing the coat, which we knew when we seen the trailer and he was in the elevator, looked like he had on a work jumper on. I knew, oh yeah, he going to stash that coat. And he barely made it out, but he made it out. Now, this the thing. He makes it out, but the cops is snatching up everybody. They got everything cut off. So, of course, he don't make it back to Ra, because they see him and like, oh, yeah, we got something on him. Tony and her snitching, you know what I'm saying? So, he there, but he know he getting out. If you look at Marvin's face, you go back and look at that scene and look at Marvin's face when he's sitting. Once he seen Tony and they set him down, he just looking like a man that know he getting out. Because Tony ain't got nothing on him. You know, he didn't speak when the last time they seen each other. She ain't got nothing on him. So he definitely going to get out of jail. But he got picked up because the cops is going crazy. One of their own then got hit. They were saying it throughout the episode. Like, yo, they ain't going to play about one of their own, and they not. And by the way, at the hospital, man, they got Howard to survive. But yo, that doctor came out and was talking to the captain, and he was like, yeah, we gotta take his lung. He said about 5 different organs. I'm like, golly. Like, man, is this man gonna, after y'all take everything, is he just gonna die after that? Like, man, y'all taking a lot of organs. He said about 4 or 5 organs. I'm like, dang, you know, that was crazy, you know. What else was crazy in this episode was the end. When she picked up that phone and made that call, I swear, I'm talking about Ra now. At the very end, when she called, I was thinking in my head, Symphony better not come and get Kanan. And who pops up? Symphony. She literally called him after cursing him out and stuff and said, hey, you was my last option, come. And he came. He can't resist Ra. Like, no matter what happened, what she do, she could just hit him up and he come running. You know, can't resist her, man. But, yeah, that was the last thing. And then, of course, Ra being on the roof was the last thing, man. So that's just going through the whole episode. But it was a good episode to end with. It was exciting. You know, BMF coming up next. I will be reviewing that. So if you're still here, make sure you subscribe. Success on HBO. All American coming back. I'm going to do that too. So got some good shows coming up. And of course, I still going to touch on the hip hop from time to time. Do reaction videos from time to time. And then do other entertainment stuff from time to time, man. It's Mac the Guru. That's the end for Power Book 3. I'm going to compare the 2 videos, too. That's going to come out, too. Not the 2 videos, the 2 shows. So I'm going to compare Power Book 2 and Power Book 3, you know. And, I don't know, see which one I like the most, you know. But it's Mac the Guru, man. If you're still here, make sure you subscribe. Click that like button. I appreciate it. Y'all be easy. Be safe. Peace.